So, have you ever been down a YouTube rabbit hole or even an iceberg? In my case, I'm going through like an April Fool's Day prank compilation, which is kind of weird because it's not April, but that's my algorithm right now, and it made me think about Adult Swim. Because there was literally a year where they did a compilation of all their April Fool's Day pranks just to like kind of build you up to the prank that year, and then they pulled the rug under you because there was no prank. Everybody was waiting all night to see what the prank was, but there was nothing. And seeing that compilation made me realize that one of their coolest pranks, besides the Toonami takeover, I don't consider that one a prank, that one is a gift. Toonami's back, and that is a blessing. But one of their greatest pranks is their Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie prank. Pretty much how the prank worked was they were pretty much like amping you up like all week that you can watch the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie in its entirety on Adult Swim that night. And technically they didn't lie, because the first like 2 to 5 minutes of the movie played, and then all of a sudden it shrank to the bottom of the screen, muted its audio, and then started to play whatever the original lineup for that night was supposed to be, with the movie just playing in the corner in silence. So technically you got to see the entire movie, but it was super small and it was silent. And I think that was just a phenomenal prank. Because technically they didn't lie, but they didn't say you get to enjoy the movie and be able to hear it. Like they did not say that. So speaking of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, as you can see, I am modeling them in the background, and that's what we're doing today. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is honestly one of my favorite Adult Swim shows. I know it's like very niche and a lot of people don't like it, but this show is so funny to me. Whether it's their use of like as little movement as possible. I feel like they have their set amount of assets and they just stretch that. Like, the amount of times where I actually saw Carl walk across the screen, that's like me going like, oh my god, they're blowing the budget right now just to have this walk cycle go. And it's crazy because it's like, what is this show really about? I kind of feel like it was giving regular show before a regular show even came out. Like, don't get me wrong, regular show, absolutely crazy stuff happens. But I feel like Aqua Teen Hunger Force kind of has like, I guess, the Adult Swim version of it. Like, I know you're probably like, but what about Close Enough? But no, like, legitimately, like, the gore, the chaos, the talking about things that you wouldn't talk about in regular show. It's just random. Like, you can literally write an episode by going like, oh, okay, the setting is they're at home, obviously. Shake will probably be in his chair watching TV. Frylock can come in and be like, Shake, did you pay the cable bill? Shake can literally be like, oh yeah, of course I paid the cable bill. And then the cable goes out. Like, that's the plot. Now Shake's got to get a job. Quick editor's note, guys. I thought I was making a point, but I was literally describing an actual episode that happened. Oops. Oops. But that's what I'm saying. It's just the most regular mundane stuff happens, and then, you know, normally it's Shake that turns it into some kind of crazy scheme by it, you know, whatever. But yeah, let me go back to the video. So Shake gets this job, and like, you know, instead of getting a regular job, of course he's doing something illegal, and it's like, you know, he's gonna stunt on Frylock by going like, yeah, I'm able to pay all this stuff and blah blah blah. You know, it's dumb. It's just dumb stuff. But that's what makes the show so fun and so unique. And I just wanted to do, you know, a small diorama of it. Originally, I was going to do like them standing in front of the dilapidated buildings with the graffiti on it, but it wasn't quite coming out the way I wanted it. So I kind of just did a quick scratch build of their room. It's not perfect, it's not one-to-one, but I just wanted them to have like, you know, a backdrop. Maybe later I'll do like a more detailed version where it actually looks good and instead of just thrown together. But this is what I got. These are the Aqua Teens. You know, obviously Master Shake, Frylock, and Meatwad. And they're all together, and yeah, that was a process. And now I'm going to take this time to thank the Patreons because they make stuff like this happen. If you want to be able to see these videos a week early, you know, subscribe to the Patreon. They get the behind the scenes as well as getting the videos early, and they even get the models. So yeah, that's all I got to say. As always, make sure you take care of yourself, drink some water, and of course, stay spooky. We have another video coming soon, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's all. See ya.